There are places on this planet where money flows like water and where the cost of simply existing is higher than most people's yearly salary. Cities where the skyline gleams with billion-dollar towers, where luxury cars are as common as bicycles, and where a single night in a hotel can rival the price of a family vacation. These are not just expensive, they are the most expensive cities on Earth. Think about your own city for a second. Imagine walking into a cafe and paying $30 for a coffee, or opening a real estate listing to find that a small one-bedroom apartment, the kind you could barely stretch your arms in, costs $2 million. That's not fiction. In these places, it's just life. But what makes them so expensive? Is it pure luxury, or is there something else? Today, we'll travel across continents, through glittering skylines and quiet hidden enclaves of wealth, to explore the top 5 most expensive cities in the world. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll question everything you thought you knew about value, luxury, and the cost of living. Pack your bags and your platinum credit card because this journey won't be cheap. 5. New Yorker's City, the city that never sleeps. On spending, our journey begins in the beating heart of the United States, New York City. For decades, New York has been a magnet for dreamers, hustlers, and billionaires. It's a place where fortunes are made overnight and where fortunes disappear just as quickly. The cost of living here is staggering. In Manhattan, prime real estate averages over $27,000 per square meter. If you're dreaming of a modest 2-bedroom apartment overlooking Central Park, you'd better have around $8 million, and that's on a good day. Renting instead, prepare for $4,500 a month for a 1-bedroom in a decent neighborhood. Add utilities, groceries, transportation, and you're looking at $6,000 a month just to live comfortably. Not luxuriously, just comfortably. Here's where it gets interesting. In New York, wealth isn't just about money, it's about access. Private art viewings at galleries you've never heard of. Exclusive cocktail bars where the doorman knows your name and your net worth. Rooftop pools in the summer that overlook the glittering skyline, and private dinners prepared by celebrity chefs. Morning in the Upper East Side starts with a driver waiting outside a brownstone townhouse worth $30 million. The air smells faintly of fresh bagels from the bakery down the street, but you're not stopping there. You're heading to a brunch spot where a plate of avocado toast costs $25 and no one bats an eye. Downtown, Wall Street wakes early. Men and women in sharp suits walk fast, their eyes on phones that might be tracking millions in market trades. In Midtown, luxury retail lines Fifth Avenue. Cartier, Tiffany & Company, Louis Vuitton. Window shopping is free, but few people here are just browsing. Even parking is a luxury. In Manhattan, monthly parking rates can reach $800, more than many Americans pay in rent. But here's the thing, people are still lining up to live here because New York offers something priceless, possibility. It's the city of the American dream, a place where if you make it big, you can live like nowhere else. But what if you wanted the same wealth without the chaos? A quieter life, a cleaner skyline, a slower heartbeat. Our next stop is the definition of calm, and every bit as expensive. 4. Zurich, where luxury whispers. Zurich, Switzerland, the city where wealth doesn't scream, it whispers. Here, luxury is not flashy. It's not the gold chains or neon lights of other rich cities. It's understated. Clean streets, immaculate gardens, perfectly timed trains, and a sense of security you can feel in the air. Zurich is one of the banking capitals of the world, and with that comes a steady flow of money from all corners of the globe. The result? A cost of living that will make your eyes water. A modest apartment in the city center, $3,000 a month, and that's modest. Want a view of Lake Zurich? Prepare for $8,000 a month minimum. Buying property? In some areas, prices can climb to $20,000 per square meter. Everyday expenses are equally high. A cappuccino averages $8. Dinner for 2 at a mid-range restaurant, $120 before wine. A taxi across town, $50. But what Zurich offers in return is unmatched peace. Crime is almost non-existent. The air is clean. Public transport runs to the second. You can ski in the Alps in the morning, shop for luxury watches in the afternoon, and dine by the lake in the evening. Zurich is for those who value stability over chaos. It's for the wealthy who don't need to prove their wealth, they just live it. But our next city couldn't be more different. It's louder, flashier, and in just a few decades, it transformed from a humble trading port into one of the richest places on Earth. 3. Singapore, the city-state of success. Singapore, a tiny island nation with one of the biggest economies in the world. Here, land is scarce, and that makes property one of the most valuable commodities you can own. A standard apartment in a prime location, easily $2 million, and that's for something considered normal by local standards. But the real shocker is the cost of owning a car. In Singapore, the government limits the number of vehicles on the road through a system called the Certificate of Entitlement, the COE. This permit alone can cost over $100,000 before you even buy the car. That means a Toyota Corolla can cost more than a luxury sedan in most countries. Singapore blends old and new in ways few places can. You can eat Michelin-starred chicken rice at a hawker stall for a few dollars, or spend thousands at a rooftop restaurant in the Marina Bay Sands, looking out over the futuristic skyline. It's safe, clean, and meticulously organized, a perfect city, but perfection, as always, comes with a price. From perfection to density, our next city is where space itself is a luxury, and the price per square foot is unlike anywhere else on Earth. To Hong Kong, where space is gold. Hong Kong is a city of contrasts, towering skyscrapers beside ancient temples, street markets beside luxury boutiques, and some of the richest people on Earth living just streets away from those struggling to get by. Real estate here is the most expensive in the world. $1 million might buy you 200 square feet, about the size of a small garage. Rent is equally shocking, with one-bedroom apartments in the city center often exceeding $3,500 a month. In this vertical city, space is the ultimate luxury. The wealthy live in penthouses with rooftop gardens and helipads. The rest, many live in nano flats or even coffin homes, tiny subdivided units where a bed and a shelf are all you get. For the ultra-rich, Hong Kong offers world-class shopping, Michelin-starred dining, and private clubs that only a select few will ever see inside. For everyone else, it's a constant struggle to make rent. But if Hong Kong is where space is gold, our final destination is where gold is just the beginning. 1. Monaco, the playground of the ultra-rich. Monaco, less than 1 square mile in size, yet home to more millionaires and billionaires per capita than anywhere else on Earth. There's no income tax here, making it a magnet for the world's wealthiest. And they don't just bring their fortunes, they bring their lifestyles. The harbor is lined with super yachts worth hundreds of millions. The streets are filled with Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and Rolls-Royces. Designer boutiques spill out onto sidewalks, and even a casual lunch can set you back hundreds. Real estate here is the most expensive in the world, with prices reaching $60,000 per square meter. That means a small studio can cost millions. It's a city of exclusivity. If you're here, you've already made it. And if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. From the relentless ambition of New York to the quiet elegance of Zurich, from the futuristic perfection of Singapore to the vertical luxury of Hong Kong, and finally the unmatched opulence of Monaco. These cities prove that in the world of the rich, there's no such thing as too expensive. So here's the question. If money were no object, which one would you call home?